relied on by water came crashing through homes here right on the brink. Families taking shelter. It started about 2-3 o'clock and the rain really started chunking down. And within about half an hour I could see at the back. And around this county tonight there are clutches of other tiny communities watching these waters and wondering just how high they'll rise. In Leyburn, even the fire station wasn't safe from the creeping waters. Nearby, cars left abandoned by drivers who presumably just couldn't find a way through. And this bridge near Grinton knocked down by the force of the water. Cycling's World Championships are due through here in September. For now though, this region has more pressing concerns on its mind. Greg Easteel, ITV News.
Organised crime is hiding in plain sight in our towns and cities, targeting the most vulnerable people in society, controlling lives and exploiting thousands. New figures show an increase of over 50% in the number of cases of modern slavery being reported in our region in just 12 months. Sally
live in squalid condition, to work against their will for little or no pay. This is the reality for victims of modern slavery, a crime in the UK since 2015. These images show a site in Lincolnshire, which was shared by 18 such victims, stripped of their humanity for years by a gang of 11 who were jailed in 2017 for their offences. The Home Office funds a number of organisations to handle referred cases of modern slavery. In a police video launched today to raise awareness of the crime, this man spoke of his experiences.
I was forced to dig out driveways ready for block paving and tarmacking. And if I didn't work, I got beaten up.
Issue familiar to viewers of Coronation Street. In last night's episode of the ITV drama, Deb discovered a rumour living in Australia working to pay back the people who brought her to the UK.
No. Please tell me that you don't live here.
By just over 50% in 2018.
It doesn't surprise me, given that there are so many people actually held captive as we speak. Those figures are just the tip of the iceberg. What we need to do now is create awareness, raise awareness, so that we can identify and rescue all the other individuals that are still being held captive today.
Lives which have been dismantled are being put back together, but the hidden nature of the crime means the scale of the problem may still not be fully known. Sally Simpson, ITV News.
A 24-year-old man has been sentenced to 11 years in prison for killing 2 passengers and injuring 5 others while speeding and racing his car in North Yorkshire. Luke Ridley admitted causing death by dangerous driving after losing control of his VW Bora on the A61 near Thirsk last March. He collided with an oncoming car. 2 passengers in the back seat of his car, 17-year-olds George Turner on the left and Mason Pearson on the right, both died at the scene. The driver of the other car that was racing, 19-year-old William Coulter, admitted dangerous driving and was sentenced to 16 months in prison. A group of environmental protesters brought work to a standstill earlier at a gas-fired power station in North Lincolnshire, which they claim will contribute to climate change. Demonstrators from the Reclaim the Power group blocked gates and climbed cranes at the Keed B2 site near Scunthorpe. Energy company SSE, which is investing £350 million in the project, says it's working with the police to resolve the situation and says when it is built, the power station will be the cleanest and most efficient gas-fired power station in Europe. Well, the campaigners have now left and police say they arrested a woman at the site on suspicion of obstruction of the highway and obstruction of a police officer. A court has heard claims that an Emmerdale actor bit a pensioner's face and thumb after an argument at a pub in Greater Manchester. Mark Jordan, who plays Daz Spencer, had been celebrating his engagement when he allegedly became involved in a row with a man and his partner. Amy Welsh has been at Manchester Crown Court.
Well, Mark Jordan is used to being in the public eye for his acting, but it was his alleged involvement in a punch-up with a pensioner which led him to be placed before a jury here at court today. His co-stars Chris Chittle and Nick Miles were also in court to show their support, and the jury heard how he was celebrating his engagement to Emmerdale star Laura Norton at the Farrell's Arms pub in Oldham last year when somebody made a derogatory comment about his daughter. Now that derogatory comment allegedly led to him losing his temper and attacking one of the alleged victims, in this case Andrew Potts. The court was shown CCTV footage which shows both men being held back while Mr. Potts punches the air and kicks. Mr. Potts denies punching Jordan in the nose and causing his nose to bleed. The CCTV then shows Mr. Potts leaving the pub with his partner Rosalind O'Brien, but minutes later it's alleged Jordan followed them in a taxi and then jumped out of that taxi, pushed Rosalind O'Brien to one side and then attacked Mr. Potts, biting his face and his thumb. Well, 68-year-old Andrew Potts